Well, greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Can't Wait Wednesdays here on the KB Radio Network. August. Let that sink in for a minute. August. We have arrived in August. Boy, oh boy. I know I say this every month, and I know it gets tiresome to hear it. Like, boy, will you please shut up with that? But no, seriously, man. I'm still getting over Christmas of 2021. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, we're in August, which is a couple of months from Christmas, from the holiday season, so to speak. And look, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that time is on crack. I don't know, but hey, at least we here to see it. That's all I can say. But it is enjoyable. It is a joy to be here today, because this is an unusual Can't Wait Wednesday, and it's unusual because August isn't historically speaking isn't a hot movie month. And today, or this weekend rather, man, they are popping, man, whether it's on streaming or is in theaters. We have a plethora of movies this weekend, just on the 5th, coming out this Friday, and TV shows. I don't know why August 5th was chosen for this dumping ground of all of this content. But man, I sat back. I was excited because I want to see all these. I'm excited for all of these. And then the dreaded reality set in, like, you know, you got to watch all this. How you going to watch all this over the weekend? You know, but man, I'm going to try. I'm not promising I can get them all in, but I'm going to try. Let's start it off. Let's start off over on Netflix. Let's this is I guess you could say the weaker of the releases of this weekend. And I say weaker because this is mainly adults who listen to this show, who are fans of this show. Maybe some youngins, or maybe you have some youngins of your own. And if that's the case, we have an upcoming animated superhero movie coming out on Netflix, and it's a group of superheroes that I grew up with when I was a child, and they're still around. They're still a popular franchise, or this is a popular franchise, and I never would have thought it back in the day when I was watching cartoons and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles popped up. I loved the Turtles, and we are here. 2022, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The movie is being released on Netflix. Now, this movie is based on the animated television series that is on Nickelodeon. And they made a movie, and they're distributing it on Netflix. And this animated movie basically takes place after. Now, this is for those who were, I guess, in the know of the show, this current run of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I'm not, and so I don't know. But I know the synopsis is 2 years after Shredder's defeat, the Ninja Turtles are faced with their greatest challenge yet when a mysterious stranger arrives from the future with a dire warning. Leonardo is forced to rise and lead his brothers, Raphael, Donatello, and Mikey, in a fight to save the world from a terrifying alien species decaying. And man, this is, is Nickelodeon, so we know it's not going to get down dirty, funky, nasty, gritty, but it looked interesting when I saw the trailer. Because I'm a fan of the Turtles. I always have love for the Turtles, and here it is. So this Friday on Netflix, we have Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Sticking with Netflix, this is a film that I just so happened to see the trailer to a couple of days ago. Came out of left field, didn't know anything about it, didn't hear anything about it. Of course, it's a South Korean film, and I'm big into that. Especially my daughters. I'm nothing compared to my daughters. K-dramas and all that, BTS and all that's their wheelhouse. I'm just a spectator and all, but I do enjoy some K-dramas and South Korean films. But this is a action film that looks amazing. I saw this trailer and I'm like, man, what is this? It looks like the South Korean version of John Wick, maybe. And that's putting it mildly, actually. I mean, this looks just crazy. And I'm here for it. I'm not knocking. I'm here for it. I'm all in. Carter will be released on Netflix on August the 5th, this Friday. And like I said, it's from South Korea. And the synopsis of it is, when a man wakes up, he doesn't remember anything about himself or even his name. At that time, he receives a message, and the other person tells him his name is Carter. He is then enlisted in an important operation without knowing the reason why. And insanity ensues from there. I mean, the action in this looks bananas. The set pieces look like, just big blockbuster Hollywood type film. And I don't know where this come from. I don't know anybody in this movie, so I'm not going to list who's starring and not. I'm pretty sure. Ask my daughters. I'm pretty sure they know. But it doesn't matter. This looks amazing, and I'm all for it. Carter will be released this Friday on Netflix, August the 5th. Also, still with Netflix, Netflix is banging. Netflix is they coming with it Friday, baby. This isn't a movie. This is actually a TV series, and this is a property that has been trying to get off the ground for a while. At one point, Jordan Gordon-Levitt was attached to it, not only to star, but he was going to direct it as well. But all that fell through. It was in development hell. It was pushed back and thrown aside, and was going to make it a movie, and that didn't work out, and blah, 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 blah. So finally, Netflix picked it up, and here we go. The Sandman. The Sandman is an fantasy drama. And it's based on a comic book by Neil Gaiman. And it was published by DC Comics. And it's a comic that I'm familiar with, but quite honestly, I didn't follow. I know a little bit about a little bit. I did read, wasn't an issue per se, but it was something I read about Sandman, and it was interesting. But I never got deep into the comics. But it looks amazing. The trailer for this looks beautiful and gothic and mysterious, and you have Lucifer in here, you have dreams in here, you have all type of stuff. I am amazed by the production value of this show. It looks like they spent about $200 million on this show. I mean, Netflix has some money. When they talk about how Netflix lost money last year, I can see why. Because the stuff they're putting out now, lately, has been some high quality stuff, I must say. And I'm not mad at it. I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it like a big dog. So, The Sandman is a television series which will be released this Friday, August the 5th. So that should be it for Netflix. Netflix is done for this weekend, and that's enough. You got two movies and a television series coming out on Netflix. Let's move over to the theaters. Let's go make a trip to the theaters and watch a movie, huh? How about a summer blockbuster? How about a summer action comedy film, Assassins on a Train in Tokyo? This looks like a teenage boy's wet dream here. And this is a juggernaut of action all in one place, all from the director of the first John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Hobbs and Shaw, Deadpool 2. Yes, we're talking about David Leitch, and he is directing Bullet Train, which is going to be released in theaters this Friday, August the 5th. And the film stars Brad Pitt, Zazie Beetz, Michael Shannon, who else is in this? Sandra Bullock, Joey King, Brian Tyree Henry is in here. Aaron Taylor-Joy is in. Taylor Johnson. I always get the big stuff for some reason. I'll call her Aaron Taylor Johnson, and I'll call him Aaron Taylor-Joy. I don't know why. I guess it's the Taylor in the middle. My daughter named Taylor, so I guess I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. But in any event, it is Aaron Taylor Johnson who is in this film. It is star-studded and many more. Bad Bunny is in here. They have a plethora of people. All of them are playing assassins who are on this bullet train after a briefcase, and I'm all for it. Brad Pitt in an action movie, comedy, looks like it's something that is right up his alley. It looks funny. Everything. It looks like it has everything I want in a film. It's also produced by Antoine Fuqua, who is the director of Training Day, the Equalizer films, and so on and so forth. So I'm a fan of his as well. So this is based on a Japanese novel of the same name. So I can't wait for this one. This looks fun. Bullet Train, as I said, will be released in theaters this Friday, August the 5th. So that leads me to the big one of the weekend, and it's not in theaters. Shockingly, this one is actually going to be released on Hulu. And I was interested when they announced this, and then all of a sudden the trailer dropped just out of the blue a couple of months ago. And when you watch the trailer, you start watching the trailer, you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. It just looks like indigenous people from what year is it? 1719, and hunting, and this young indigenous girl, she is hunting a bear, running from the bear, and all of a sudden the bear drops dead and gets picked up in the air by some invisible thing, but you make out it's a predator. And then it makes the predator scream. You're like, this is a Predator movie? Oh, this is the movie they were talking about. I'm like, oh my God. Then the trailer just went crazy with Predator action. This looks like the throwback Predator movie from Arnold Schwarzenegger and those other steroid fueled people from back then. This looks amazing. And I don't even think I said the name. The name of this movie is Prey. Prey, not Pray. Even though they should be Praying, but this is Prey. And it is a Hulu original film. And it is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane, which was an excellent film. I mean, caught me off guard when I watched it the year it came out. And very tense, very claustrophobic. Loved that movie. I would say one of the best, if not the best, of the Cloverfield films. And that's not really saying much, really, but it's real good. It's real good. And if you take the Cloverfield aspect out of it, it's still great. Actually, most critics said that's the one thing that really hurt the film, was adding the Cloverfield alien monster thing at the end. It was kind of shoehorned in because it really had nothing to do with the rest of the film. It had nothing to do with it. It was just popped up at the end for some strange reason, but I think that was because of the studio. I don't think it was because of Dan Trachtenberg decision, rather. But in any event, Prey looks amazing. Like I was saying before, this looks like a throwback to the original Predator, the best Predator out of them all. And this might compete with that. This film is so authentic that the indigenous, these are real indigenous people, and there's a version of this film where they actually speak their native language, and you can dub it. You can watch it in his native language, and you can dub it if you want. And and they have a version where they talk in English, and I think that is so cool. When I read that, I said, "Oh man, that is so cool." I'm so impressed with that. It makes me want to watch that version, because I want to respect that. I want to respect their culture, just like I want respect from my culture. You know what I'm saying? So I want to respect others' culture, and that seems amazing to me. And then on top of that, you have a Predator, and it looks bad, boy. This looks raw. I am so excited for this film. Hopefully this may spawn more Predator films that are good, because we haven't got a good Predator film since the second one. And I know the second one isn't the most popular one, but I enjoyed the second one. It wasn't the first one, but the first one is a classic. I don't think nothing can touch the first one. But everything after that, no. This is the fifth Predator film. Those Alien versus Predator movies were horrible. They were horrible. And that last Predator, well, I take that back. Predators was good with Adrian Brody and Lawrence Fishburne and many others. Mahershala Ali was in that, actually. Walton Goggins, and they had a nice cast in that movie, and it was pretty good. It kind of, at parts, I think Adrian Brody was kind of miscast, but other than that, it was pretty good. Now, what was that? The Predator. That's the one I'm thinking of, with Sean Black, and that hurt my feelings. That really hurt my soul, because I'm a big fan of Sean Black, and it was poo. It was other poo. Oh my god, that movie was horrible. So disappointed with it. So this is kind of weird for have a turnaround like this this quickly, actually, because The Predator came out, what, 2-3 years ago, maybe? I can't even remember. It's blurred at this point, but it's a quick turnaround to come out with another Predator movie, because I know you probably want to get a little distance between those films so you can forget about it, but it's forgettable. So I guess it didn't matter, but I don't care. I'm glad that it's here. I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it, and don't have to wait long. Wait this Friday on Hulu, August the 5th. We get Prey. So those are your can't waits for this week. It is jam-packed this weekend. I hope that everybody cleared their schedules, because you have a lot to watch if all of these intrigue you. If one or two do, hey, I mean, that's fine too. There's something for everybody here. You have Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is available on Netflix. You have Carter, which is also available on Netflix, as well as the Sandman TV show, which is available on Netflix this Friday. And in theaters, you have Bullet Train, which stars Brad Pitt, releasing this Friday in theaters, and Prey being released on Hulu. And I'm praying it's a hit. Like what I did there? I worked on that all week. Anyways, everybody, don't forget, you can email the show, kbradiopodcast@gmail.com. You can look us up on social media. Just look up the KB Radio Network. We're on all social media platforms. Don't forget, whatever platform you are listening to this show, leave the 5 stars, leave the reviews. It helps the show out tremendously, as well as sharing the show on your personal social media profiles. Thank you for joining me. Hope that you check out 1, 2, or 3, or 4 of these films this weekend. They look like exciting films. I don't think we can go wrong. So, everybody, hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy life in general. I love you. Continue to love one another. And until we speak again, you all be blessed.